Hey guys, welcome back to Creative Shack. My name's Lisa, and today we are going to talk about organization for your Cricut machine. Where do you put the supplies? Where do you put the scraps? Where do you put all those things that you have for Cricut? And I'm going to show you that today. Okay guys, so let's talk about these Cricut machines. Now I have two Cricut machines, as you can see here. One is a Cricut Explorer Air 2 and the other one is a Cricut Maker. Now I want both of these machines to be hooked up to my computer because I do not like the Bluetooth method. For me, it takes a longer time for that, and I don't got time for that. And then both of my printers down here is connected to my computer as well. So everything is right here. When I'm doing a print and cut, it's right here. I can just grab and put it on a mat and go. Everything is very, very easy and accessible, especially these mats, guys. Let's talk about Cricut mats. So Cricut mats, I use all different kinds, Hobby Lobby ones to Cricut ones to Michael's Virgin ones, that type of thing. Even Joann's had their own line, and I love my Cricut mats. I have all three different Cricut mats, and these are the 12 by 12. Now I do store them with these command hooks that are from Dollar Tree. Do not put more than 3 of them on there. They will come off, and these have been working out so good for me. Now, where do you put your bigger Cricut mats? Now, this shelf right here, I utilize the shelf, and I put my bigger Cricut mats right here on a book ring, as you can see right here. Now this one is my fabric Cricut mats, and these ones are my bigger, longer ones, which are right here, which is a 12 by 24, and it just slips right inside of there. That works out perfect. So get those book rings, guys. Those are definitely a go-to, and those book rings you can get at Dollar Tree. So let's talk about this unit. Now I use both of these units for my Cricut supplies. Now, like I said, everything is right here. I don't have to go to one side of the room to the other side of the room. Everything is right here. Everything's accessible, that type of thing. So this unit right here, I got on Amazon. Amazon is your go-to place. I love Amazon. This is what I started out with. And I had one of my machines on top of here, which was the Explorer Air 2, which was years ago, and I used to put it right on top of here, and with the rollers I used to roll it right to my computer and hook it up. So this time I actually put both of them right here because I have two and I want to utilize this top space. So this is where all my supplies is, and we're going to talk about the top. So besides my laminator and my tumbler holder, we're going to talk about your scraps. Where do you put your scraps for your Cricut machines? I will hold on a lot of scraps because this stuff is expensive. When you're cutting a new piece out and then you print something, cut something out, and then you have excess vinyl, please save it. You never know what you're going to use it for. So I color code my system. This is a file organizer. I got it at Home Goods a long time ago, and I just put the colors right on here, and I use that system, and it holds all of my vinyl pieces, and it's really easy than just fishing out that kind of stuff. And I go all the way to like gold and silver and metallic and sparkle, that type of thing. I do put my white and black scraps down here because I have so many white and black scraps. These are my colored ones. So I love how this is. Okay, coming right down here, these drawers are not as deep, but the bottom ones are deeper than the top ones. So this right here is all my supplies. Now, all my supplies, meaning my markers, my blades, that type of thing. I use Dollar Tree organizers for this kind of stuff, and that has my blades in it. And this is from the Jot collection, and I put all my markers, colored markers, in here, and I put all my black markers in this little see-through case. I love see-through cases, so you don't have to like label them. You just see it and go right from there. So this has my cards. Now this has the Cricut cards that you can make a card with, and I have all types of colors. These were like dirt cheap on sale from the Cricut Joy, and I use these for my Cricut machine. Actually, you don't need a Cricut Joy for that, and this is like stuffed to the brim. So right here is my Smart Glossy, and I actually don't have a lot of Smart Glossy. It's not my biggest one to use. I actually don't even like to use Smart Glossy, in my opinion. I like the matte finish, but I save this just in case. So I only have a few colors in here. I have some white scraps and I have black scraps. Now white scraps, as you can see, I just pretty much hoard these because I want to use this first before I cut a new piece out. So I have my white and I have my black. My black is way bigger because I use more black than white. Those are my go-to colors that I use. So guys, this last one is the images. Now images, I'm saying, is that when you're cutting something out and then you weeded it out and then you're realizing it's not that certain size that you need a different size. What are you going to do with that image? Do not throw it out. You're going to keep it. So I do keep images just in case, if I have to put something on there, that type of thing. Like this little cat, I actually wanted a little bit bigger than this. I do keep things in pencil boxes, and those are like my smaller images. So if I need a random image on something, I actually go in here first before I cut something out. Okay, so down here is my print vinyl. Print vinyl to me is like this or like this. This is all vinyl. I do put my metallic, I do put my sparkle in here as well. So I don't really use a lot of this. This is why the sparkle and the metallic is in here with the print vinyl. So I can hold a lot in here as well. And I do organize each and every one of these with a rubber band. I roll it up and I put a rubber band right on there. This one right here, I don't use a lot of iron-on. I use some, but usually it's more black or white, you know. I don't use a lot of color, but I put this envelope in here. This is from the Dollar Tree, and I put all my iron-on scraps right in here. They're not color-coded. I just throw them right in here. If you use a lot of iron-on, use the system that I use with vinyl scraps. And then I just put a rubber band on each and every one of these. And I put this right on top because it reminds me that I need to use my scraps before I take a roll. Right up here are all my inks, as you can see, with the rubber band, and all my leathers. And this is my sticker paper, nothing too shabby. There's images that I just left in here because I can reuse the other side. And this is my Cricut info. Now that has my wires and my books and stuff like that. So I definitely want to keep all of that. All right, guys, so this right here is by Michael's Regulations Company, that type of thing. I absolutely love it. It is very durable, and it has been working out for me for years. Now, I only use this row and these drawers for my vinyl, and my workstation is right here. So when I'm working on something and I need like transfer paper, all I do is reach over here and just like a drawer. That's it. This is just a regular box that you can get at Michael's for like $2-3. I put all my transfer paper in here, and I don't put rubber bands on it because I have to access very quickly, and I don't really need it to be super organized. I do have transfer paper as well, so that is there. So right here are these awesome drawer systems. I absolutely love these. So of course I have to put a label on there. This is my Smart Vinyl, permanent vinyl. I usually use black and white This was just for a project I had in mind, or I had to do, and I needed these colors. So of course I secure each and every one of these with a rubber band. Then I have white and black, just regular vinyl. I don't have black. I actually ran out of black regular. I usually use more of the Smart, but this is my regular white vinyl. These are totally different ones. So I do use a rubber band for that as well. This is all my colored vinyl. Now I usually just put all the purples, all the blues, orange, reds, that kind of thing. So I have that, and then I have this as well. And I put like my browns and, you know, all my greens, and put a yellow in there, and those are my my other colors. And then these are vinyl sheets. Now vinyl sheets, now you can get vinyl sheets at Hobby Lobby, and I just put them right in there, or you can get sheets from other places and I just put them right here because I want them to be flat. So where do you put your brand new vinyl that's a brand new roll? Well, you guys, I get stuff on sale all the time and I want to stock up, and I love being stocked up because every time I run out of something, a certain color, that type of thing, all I do is I go in here. Now I just do one bin, and this is all my vinyl. And like I said, I can get them on sale, that type of thing. And when they're on sale, you need to grab them. Like this brown one, like I always use this brown color for certain projects. I got this, let's see if this price is still on here. I got this for $2. So you can't go wrong with that. When Joann's was going out of business, I grabbed these. So I leave them in a big container like this. And you guys, that is it for over here. This is very organized, very accessible to my reaching. Everything is in its place and everything is combined it as one. Now you're probably saying, Lisa, where are all your tools? Where is your picks? Where's your scrapers? Where is everything like that? Well, guys, this is where I work. This is where I use this light for certain projects, and I sit right here. So when I just have to turn, that's where my transfer paper is, that type of thing. And this is where all my tools are. I use this really old caddy. I got it at a garage sale. I think it's from like 1920s. I mean, it's really old. So I love the workmanship of it. So that's why I got it. And I love all the pockets here. So of course I have my picks. I have my little things like this, you know, I have all my scrapers, and I have pencils, pens, markers. I have scissors right here, and I have little bits of transfer paper, and I keep it right here, which is so accessible for me. I have my light here, and I work right here. So you guys, this totally works for me. I've been working like this for years, actually. And guys, that is it for my video. I hope this does work for you. Maybe tweak a couple things in your craft room to make it more accessible, maybe a little bit more easier for you, so you have to run back and forth in your craft room. You know, think outside the box a little bit. Use what you have in your house, and maybe that will help you. And if you guys like these things, give me that thumbs up. And if you would love to subscribe, I will love you on board, and I'll see you next one. Bye guys. Take care.